Josh wants some season predictions from us. It's international break. So he said, excuse me, Hammer Chat subscribers, can we get some suggestions? And Josh says, season predictions. Where will we finish? Top scorer, assister, Hammer Year, FA Cup, and Lopetegui will take it one by one through Gonzo. But Spencer backed him up and said, this is a brilliant idea. So Spencer and Josh, this one's for you. And we're going to kick it off with, where will we finish this season?
Well, I wonder if Spencer is Josh's dad.
Maybe, I don't know. But I'm going to say no, because it's Joshua Pettinger and Spencer Robinson.
Ah, well, there you go. No, I'm jesting, of course. Right. So, what the first one? Josh is asking where we're going to finish this season.
Yeah,
10th. I think we finish 10th, and which sort of is going to feed into one of Josh's other questions about Lopetegui. Actually,
you don't know what it is. Yeah, I just said Lopetegui. You don't know what the question is surrounding.
I think I bloody do. I guess. Okay. Josh,
you're making a prediction about the question.
I am, mate. Yeah, and I'm sure Spencer will appreciate that prediction about the question. Actually, but yeah, I mean, I feel dirty even saying it, and I feel a bit underwhelmed, and I have to sort of get a grip and just think this is actually just this league table that I'm currently viewing is only visible in my head. So I'm trying not to get annoyed about something that hasn't happened yet. But I don't think that would be great. It has to be said, bearing in mind the outlay, and not just the outlay. It's important to remember how many of our really good players, all our best players, pretty much we've kept. So I think, yeah, that would not be great. But if I had to place money on it, which is a prediction, it's a bet, I find it very hard to make a case for us finish any higher than that.
Yeah, and also when you said 10th would be disappointing, the other thing I have to take into consideration is recent success, 6th place, 7th place, and then the previous 2 seasons we didn't qualify for European football via the league. But I think you can make an argument that we dropped points because we had European football. So this is the first year for like 4 years without European football. So there has to be a benefit of that, which in one of those benefits has to be a points gain. And if you finish 10th, it would suggest that there hasn't been one, given that we finished 9th last season. So I agree it would be slightly disappointing. I'm going to predict 11th purely because I predicted 11th at the start of the season. I'm pretty stubborn, but I've not seen any evidence to say, no, you're wrong. We're going to finish 8th or 9th or anything like that. Could we finish? Yes, we could. But we would have to improve a little bit. And a few other teams would have to not be as good as they have been so far this season. But I do think our fixture list has been tricky. I think we've got a really nice test coming up with the likes of Man United, Spurs, Nottingham Forest and Everton. I think it's a really good mix of fixtures coming up for us. I think in the next international break, while we're predicting with a little bit of a whimsical feeling, which is, I don't really know, I'll just pick this one. I think the next international break, you might be a little bit more stronger with your prediction.
Yeah, I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will.
Joshua says, who's going to be top goal scorer?
Jarrod Bowen.
Yeah, I think there's 3 candidates at the minute. Jarrod Bowen, Thomas Souček and own goal.
Yeah, own goal's not going to win, hopefully. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Look, let's be fair. Let's make this. Josh has been kind enough to write in. Let's make this a little bit fruity for him, shall we? Has he predicted how many? Has he asked us to predict how many goals Fulkrug will score? Okay, no. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, even though he's not asked it. Spencer would be happy about this. I feel. Fulkrug is going to score 7 goals for West Ham, and Jarrod Bowen will be top goal scorer. That's what I feel will happen. Bowen's a machine, an absolute machine, and he just keeps getting better. I have to say that. I know he's not had the best start to season, but he keeps adding little layers to his game. I felt last season was the season of the first touch. That I really looked at that last season. Thought, wow, he's really improved his first touch, and we know he works hard. He goes and runs on his uncle's potato field, but better that than a random farmer's potato field. By the way, that's not to be encouraged. But we know he's going to put in the hard work. We understand this, and I felt last season his first touch, it was like sticking to him. It was like a Velcro, like a Velcro catching glove, and it was impressive. I have to say, this season I've seen it 3 times already. 1-2s, give and goes. He's looking for it, and he's just his technique looks really, really good. Yeah, I find it hard to look beyond him, top scorer.
Yeah, it's Jarrod for me as well, because I agree he's not had the best start to the season so far, but he's still got goals, and that's what top players do. Even when they're not in the best form, even when they're not performing well, they still produce something, and that was what Bowen is doing. But also, he's the only player that's guaranteed minutes. Is Antonio guaranteed minutes for now? Is Fulkrug? No, he's injured. Is Somerville? No. Paqueta? No. Caduce? Should be, but Lopetegui's shown he'll happily haul him off if he has to, and I think he's maybe one dribble away from being dropped for the next game if he doesn't pass that ball. Solar, I've got no evidence. Genuinely, when it was a little bit tongue-in-cheek when I suggested that Souček could be the biggest competition to Bowen for top goal scorer.
Why not?
It wasn't a complete, while it is tongue-in-cheek, there is an element of truth to it, and I think so. Yeah, I think Jarrod Bowen will be the.
I think Souček scores more goals than Fulkrug this season.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that one, which means I'm going to lose a bet, and that's annoying because I said that Fulkrug would score 10 goals this season in all competitions, but little did I know he's going to go get injured for a month and get taken out of the game altogether, so that's frustrating me. Anyway, from top goal scorer to top products in the male grooming market, this video is sponsored by Manscaped. Now, myself and Gonzo have some of our favourite tools to hand right now. Gonzo's got his pube trimmer there, the Lawnmower 5, and I've got my weed whacker, which does up your nose and in your ears. Gonzo's had this weed whack, not this one, he's got his own one. Gonzo's had a weed whacker for much longer than I have because he's much older than I am. This is something you need. Listen, anyone needs that lawnmower. It doesn't matter how old you are, you need that lawnmower. You don't need this weed whacker until you get to a certain age. I am now in that age. Gonzo's had this weed whacker for quite a while. But the Manscaped products are generally the best in the male grooming market. We have a rule of thumb here in Hamish Chat. If we won't use it or use it ourselves, we won't promote it. That's why we promote it, because we use it. We're giving you a little bit of a treat, 20% off everything on their website, plus free shipping worldwide. To gain said discount, just go to the Manscaped website. You can use the link in the description below, or just head over there yourself via Google. Pop everything that you want into your basket. They have all sorts of stuff over there, including boxers, ball deodorant, and all the tools, and we've just shown you on the screen. At the basket, type in the code HammerChatPubes, all one word, 20% off everything, free shipping worldwide. Happy days. Back to the prediction questions from Joshua, who says, who's going to be the top assister?
What if you don't have a sister?
Way.
This is a good one. I'm not being awkward, Joshua. I'm not being awkward, by the way. It's going to be Jarrod Bowen. I'm not being funny. All right, that's just how it's going to be. Fact. It's not, none of it's fact. It's just an opinion. Obviously, just a prediction. As I peruse the team in my mind, I found it difficult. There was no Ward Prowse. Whatever it is, he still exists. He's just somewhere else. Caduce is not. I've just not got any evidence for anybody else yet. Paqueta, let's be fair, anything can happen there, can't it? You wouldn't bet against him not being in the team towards the end of the season. That's for sure. And I think I'm struggling to really.
Well, Premier League, we've got 4 assists so far. Jarrod Bowen's got 2 of them.
Right. Well, yeah.
Do you know who the other 2 are?
Max Kilman and someone else.
Michail Antonio.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So it's not like a big 7 games in. We've got 3 players with an assist so far in the Premier League. It's not Jarrod Bowen is, like I said, guaranteed minutes, gets forward, takes set pieces. It should be him, but I'm actually gonna go for a curveball here. But I genuinely believe this. Fulkrug. I like his build up play, and I think the way that he gets involved in the play is just as important as what he does at the end of it. I think Fulkrug should get assists playing with Jarrod Bowen, playing with Kudus, playing with Somerville. He should be able to rack up a few assists. I'm actually going to say I think the bar is low for assists at West Ham. I think if you get 6, you might win that award this season. Hammer of the year.
Sounds
horrendous. What are you laughing at?
You get 6 assists, you might win the award. That sounds horrendous.
I don't know. That's how I feel.
But
the thing is, the assists can be. It's a trickier one, isn't it? Because Jarrod Bowen didn't get awarded that second assist against Ipswich for some reason.
No.
I don't know why, but that didn't count. So we will, as West Ham fans, go, well, fantastic play by Bowen, but the official assist guy saying, no, that's not, you ain't getting that one.
I don't like the official assist guy.
No, me neither. But, that's the way it goes. There's nothing mean you can do about it. But Joshua, who's been backed up by Spencer, is saying, what's your prediction for Hammer of the Year?
I can't say it again. I can't do it again, can I?
Well, you can if that's your prediction. Just listen, there's 2 players. It's Jarrod Bowen, possibly Max Kilman.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Keep your kilt on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Obi-Wan-Bissaka. Thomas Souček. I don't think there's 2 contenders.
Well, to be honest with you, I was just trying to spice up the conversation. I think it's going to be Jarrod Bowen, but
I know it's true. It's true. You didn't think this through, Joshua, did you? When you said the question?
Hammer of the Year. Maybe that's Jarrod Bowen's burner account. He said, who do you think will be the best right winger?
Deary me. Yeah. Which West Ham player has got the best celebrity wife and father-in-law? Ask Joshua.
But the Hammer of the Year, Hammer of the Year is a popularity contest, and upon reading plenty of comments across YouTube and other means, I'm not sure Thomas Souček will win Hammer of the Year.
That's true. Yes, that's true. Yes.
So I think it will be Bowen that wins Hammer of the Year. I'd be surprised if it's not.
Sorry, Joshua. Yeah.
Bowen, something? Yeah. I hope it is, because if he's won it means he's had a good season, and that means goals and assists. Joshua saying, how will the FA Cup go?
Jarrod Bowen. I'll tell you how it will go if you want to know. I'll tell you exactly, Joshua, since you asked, and I'll tell Spencer as well if he's interested. Anyone else that fancies watching this video, probably won't be very many, it'll be an international break. I'll tell you exactly what will happen. We will end up getting drawn. I'm styling this out now, by the way, while my brain tries to whirl around in the background. We will get this. What happen? Unbelievable. We'll get drawn against Ipswich. All right. In the third round of the FA Cup, we get drawn against Ipswich. Calvin Phillips as a mayor, absolute mayor. We go through to the next round, and we get drawn against Arsenal away, and we go out.
Yeah, I'm my hopes. I can't get my hopes up for the FA Cup. I might change my mind when we get closer to it. But at the minute, given that I feel he rotated the squad heavily for the game against Liverpool, at this point in time, that's the only evidence I have to suggest if Lopetegui will take the FA Cup as a priority or not. And the answer is not really. So I can't bring myself to say I think we're going to go on and perform well in the FA Cup. So I'm going to say that we go out, I don't know, like 4th, 5th round or something like that. We might get a couple of games, but I don't think we'll go on. But I might change my mind as we get nearer to it. But at the minute, I'm not going to get my hopes up too much. And lastly, what do you think his question is in regards to Lopetegui?
Do we think he will last the season?
Kind of. It says, will Lopetegui still be manager by next season? Now he's had time to make first impressions. I think so. Honestly, how bad does he have to be to not be the manager this time next year? He's got to be really
I think if all those
stinky.
other things happen, he's still the manager. I think if we finish 10th and all that stuff, I think so. And we go out and get to Arsenal in the 4th round of the FA Cup or 5th round or whatever it is, and Jarrod Bowen wins Hammer of the Year. I think if all that happens, then he still retains his job. So the question for me is, do I think that he is going to have the team down and around the relegation zone? I don't think he will. I just don't think he's going to excel. So I think he keeps his job. I think he's here for 1.5, 2 years, basically.
1.5. Why?
Well, get sacked in November next season. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Well,
it's a prediction. It's a prediction video. So carry on with your predictions.
I will do. Since you've all asked, all three of you. Next year, extra investment. Got a new left back, really good left back. He's knocked what's his name out of the team. We got Carl Walker-Peters as well. We got him on a free transfer. We've sorted the striker out. We've gone and signed Samu Omaridian from. I think he's not even at Pulse. I think he's still attached to Atletico. He's still possibly contracted to them. He's not. Who's he contracted to?
Porto. You were right.
They actually sold him, did they? Oh, I thought they had a.
Yeah, it was a low fee. It was a low fee, like 15 million, but there's a 50% sell-on clause or something.
Right. Okay. Well, whatever. We sign him or someone good, and then we're still really average next season, and then at that point, Daniel Kretinsky. It's all kicked off at this point. There's a lot happened in this prediction world. He's lost the Royal Mail. They've said no. They've pulled the plug. The government there's been a snap election, right? A new government to come in. Something's happened. They pulled the plug on the Royal Mail deal. They said, you know what? It's not going to be private anymore. It's going to be a public company. Daniel Kretinsky's not got that. He's taken an interest. Foot Locker's gone bust as well. Sainsbury's has been taken over by Morrison, so he doesn't hold shares in Sainsbury's anymore. It's a crazy year of predictions. And then Daniel Kretinsky, he sold his stake in Sparta Prague. And he said, I'm going to concentrate on West Ham United. Basically, Tim Stein starts whispering in his ear, saying he's no good, this Lopetegui. I never wanted him in the first place. I warned that Sullivan. And then Kretinsky says to Sullivan, right, he said, you've had your chance. Get him out. I'm going to bring my guy in. Tim, who we get him?
Well, my version's a bit more boring, to be honest with you. I think he cruises through this season and the next season, and he possibly will go at the end of his 2-year contract, but I think he sees it out because, and I think he'll be here because of what he hasn't done, i.e., not dragged us into an allegation battle, rather than what he has done, qualify for European football. I think we're in for 2 seasons of averageness at West Ham, and I think that's it. That's my prediction. It's not as fancy as Gonzo's, I'm afraid, but that's how I feel, and that's what I think will happen. Will he be here this time next year? Yeah, I think he will, because I think it will take something drastic for him not to be. I don't think we'll be. You've got to get this team into a relegation battle. I think you've got to be a really, really bad manager. And whilst I'm not his biggest fan, I don't think he is a really bad manager. I think he's okay. And I think we'll do okay. And I think he'll be here next year because we've done okay. Anyway, there you go. That's our prediction. So if you want to get involved with Joshua's predictions, I'll put in the pin comment below. There's a list of the 6 categories. Just copy it and paste it and write your answer next week. I won't put in Bowen for 3 of the answers. However, you might want to do it. You might have different predictions. Get involved. But if you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like on it by clicking thumbs up, subscribing to Hammer's Chat, and a big thank you to Joshua for his suggestions and Spencer for backing Joshua up. Hope you've enjoyed it, boys, and we'll catch you in the next video.